Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spiels to Reels, the show about everything, just movies. And you might notice that I have a very tired voice right now, and I'll get into that in a minute. But first, let's just introduce ourselves. I'm Dallin. You guys know me already. Here's my sister Jordan, co-host.
Hello.
And then we have a special guest with us today. He just looks so defeated. We got our brother Ryan. He's from Red 2 Chatter.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
And Jordan and I got back from seeing Transformers Age of Extinction. No. I wish it was Age of Extinction. No, the last night. I don't even remember the name of this movie because it was just so awful. And that is,
That's putting it nicely.
We're just gonna go straight into spoilers with this one.
We are, because it's not even worth not spoiling this stupid thing, because it sucks so much.
Like, it's exactly the same as the last four.
So wait, are we talking about that first, or are we going to talk about something nice first?
Okay, fine. You want to talk about the movies coming out in July first?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Just to sort of...
The calm before the storm?
Yeah, to give my brain something to actually
Okay, so
halfway enjoy.
We'll just start off with Spider-Man Homecoming.
I'm definitely excited for that one.
Yeah?
And I've said it before, it looks like the first Spider-Man that's going to be done correctly.
Yeah. It does. It looks really good. And also I like the kind of setting that is gonna be taking place in. You know, like an actual high school. Like,
right.
It looks like there's gonna be plenty of scenes where they're actually in high school, and you're gonna see him in his school life. You never got to see that in any of the other Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, a very small amount did you get to see that in the other ones.
Right. Like the one with Tobey Maguire, the most you saw was the field trip, and then when he punches that guy out because he gets all strong from his spider powers.
Yeah, and
but beyond that,
catches the lunch.
Right, yeah. Beyond that, you really don't get to see a whole lot.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, I'm excited for it. I think the actor looks like he's gonna do good.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how it looks like they're gonna maybe have Iron Man wrapped in there a little bit, so you have a little Tony Stark.
A little bit of a mentor figure for Peter to latch onto. Right. And Ryan and I's only problem with this is the Vulture suit.
Yeah. That's gonna be my biggest gripe, I can already tell. I don't know why they didn't just make it more like Falcon and not so mechanical and not to. I'm not gonna start right now, but I'm not gonna start ripping on Transformers now. But it almost looks too much Transformer-esque.
Yeah,
and it kind of drives me a little bit nuts just on the trailers what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to who they casted as the bad guy, as the Vulture.
Michael Keaton.
Who's Michael Keaton, who is a great actor.
Oh yeah.
And I'm kind of wanting to see him in the bad guy role.
Yeah, because he played Batman. We never really. I don't think we ever saw him and see him in a bad guy role.
I'm sure
before.
if you look through his film, I'm sure he's probably the bad guy at some point, but that's definitely not his typical role.
Yeah.
Right, and he'll be a major villain in Star Wars, so...
Yeah.
Or Star Wars. Spider-Man. Sorry.
Our brains are dead after
My brain
this
is
movie,
dead.
But...
yeah.
Okay, so we have War for the Planet of the Apes. Now, I've only watched the first one. The first Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I think, is the first one.
Where Caesar gets his
intelligence and stuff.
Yeah, it's the build-up, basically.
Yeah, with James Franco and stuff. I watched that one. I really liked it when it came out. I never saw the second one, though.
The second one's good.
It's not bad. You should watch it.
I really want to watch it, though. I really want to watch it.
You need to watch it before we go see that one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I like the actor. I forget what his name is, but the actor they got to play is kind of the main antagonist. He's been in some other stuff as well.
Yeah. I don't remember his name
Nothing
either.
off the top of my head. But I really like the actor that they got to play as the main antagonist in this story. He's bald and got the white beard. I don't remember what his name is, though. But also, I just like the idea of Planet of the Apes. And it looks like they're going to have a really interesting idea with this one, with Caesar kind of adopting a human child.
Right, yeah, I like that aspect and like what they might be able to do with that. And I like Caesar's character a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's a really interesting character.
Is that Andy Serkis?
He does the motion capture at least. I don't know if he does the voice.
Okay.
I don't think he does the voice. If he does, then it's filtered a little bit and it doesn't sound much like him. But yeah, no, you gotta watch the second one before we go watch that one.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely looking forward to that one. We're cherry-picking movies from July, too. This is not everything that's coming out. These are just the major ones that
we're interested in.
Right. Well, this next one, I don't know how interested I am in it, but...
I'm interested to see this one. Valerian and the City of 8,000 Planets. It's based off of a graphic novel that was very big in Britain.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to...
Good old British.
Yes. It's very similar to the thing that, well, not, but a very British-oriented story, such as the thing that Peter Jackson is going to be taking on pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, the engines. I can't remember its name now.
Yeah, but...
Something engines.
Living Engines or something like that.
Something like that.
But it looks really interesting to me. I'll go see it, but it looks... I think it looks good.
I think the special effects in it look good. I'm just worried about any sort of real plot or storyline.
Right.
From what I've seen, I mean, I don't know the story from the comics or the graphic novel, and they don't give you enough in the trailers to really give you enough of what the story is about.
No.
Yeah.
So I mean, it does visually. It looks fantastic. We'll see what it comes of it.
See, I think visually it looks like a mess to me.
Okay, it looks too busy?
Yeah, it's too busy. There's nothing to, like, grab a hold of. It's like everything. It's like someone vomited up sci-fi.
It's that one with George Clooney, Wonderland, or is that what that was called?
Tomorrowland.
That one's awful for a completely different reason.
That one does have, like, the kind of thing that you're worried about. Like, it's really nice visually.
Right, visually it's fine, but
like the story was just like,
awful.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm worried about the plot and just visually to me it's too busy. Like I said, it looks like someone just vomited up every single science fiction movie or book that they could even think of, because you can see Star Wars,
you can see Star Trek.
You can see Star Trek, you can see The Fifth Element, you can just
it's
everywhere. It's everything.
The makers of The Fifth Element.
No, I know, but you can see aspects of The Fifth Element. You can see, what else did I say? There was Halo. There was a little bit of Tron in there.
Yeah.
Like, it's everything. It's like every sci-fi.
Also Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. It's every sci-fi film you can possibly think of. Just vomited up into one movie, at least visually. Now, I don't know anything about the plot, so maybe the plot can fix that for me, but...
Yeah.
I've never been... The trailers for that movie have never pulled me in, so we'll see. Yeah.
Now, this is my second most anticipated movie of July, right next to Spider-Man, which is Dunkirk by James Cameron? No.
Is it James Cameron? I don't know. Does it say?
Hold on. Christopher Nolan. No.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. He's way better than James Cameron.
I was like, I get names mixed up. But yeah, Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk. I'm really excited for this. It looks really intense. It looks like you're gonna be on the edge of your seat throughout the whole movie, basically. And it's also based off of a true story.
Yep, British soldiers getting trapped on
Dunkirk.
In Dunkirk.
Right.
And their navy can't save them, so they have to call in the civilian boats to come. I mean, could you imagine being just a fisherman? Hey, we're calling up the fishermen to go save soldiers' lives.
Yeah.
Right.
And have to go over there and get bombed and shot at, and man, that's an intense. I'm really looking forward to Dunkirk. I'm agree with Down right after Spider-Man: Homecoming. Dunkirk's gonna be my next one in July that I'm really looking forward to watching.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one too. I'm a sucker for like based on true events or based on a true story or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for those
Yeah,
movies.
and I'm a sucker for good war movies. If it's a good war movie,
Good war movies, yeah, I like those too. Well, no, it depends.
And as long as it's a true story, like even though it's not a movie, like one of my favorite miniseries of all times is Band of Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Which is just phenomenal. I can watch it over and over and over. It doesn't matter how many times I watch it.
Right.
I love the characters. The acting's great. The directing's great.
They have a lot of actors who went on to do a lot of other things.
Every time I see him in something, you know where that guy's from?
Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers.
Every time that you say that, I'm like, okay, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna say Band of Brothers.
That's Mom's go-to guess too. It's like, hey, you know what that guy was in? Band of Brothers? Yes, he was. It is. It's
surprise.
It's a great miniseries. It's probably one of my favorites too. I love it. It's so good.
And then we have the last one that we're kind of interested in. At least Ryan and I are interested in this one. It's Atomic Blonde. It's based off of I think it's based off of a graphic novel as well.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
And it's basically like a James Bond-esque.
Yeah, Jason
Bourne.
But it's a female this time instead of.
Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see, her just go out and kicking some butt throughout the whole movie. Yeah. And it looks like it has a really interesting plot to it, kind of, very similar to like a Jason Bourne type plot where it's all about revenge and kind of getting back what's yours. And I don't know, I really like it. I'm excited for it. I know that Jordan isn't a big fan of the sexualization of her.
It's that, and it's just I don't know.
Even though they sex up James Bond all the time.
But they don't really.
Yes,
he
they do.
He himself is not sexed up. The women in it are. He himself is not.
If you go to the old school ones, there's some of it that's that way.
Yeah.
Like with his shirt off.
Yeah, all the freaking time.
All the time.
Especially Sean Connery. The guy couldn't keep his shirt on when he played James Bond.
Yeah.
No, my other issue is just, I don't know, revenge storylines for me are getting a little old and
a little
tired.
stale. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
And I've just seen the trailer, so this could be a total, bomb.
Yeah.
Atomic bomb instead of blonde.
Right.
But, I'd like to see it just because what I saw of the previews, it looked like it could be an entertaining film, not the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
But something that would be entertaining. It's down on my list on July, so I'm probably not going to get into the theater to see it. I just can't afford to go to that many movies.
Right.
It gets expensive.
Yeah.
This might be something I have to see when it comes out.
Or on like
television.
HBO if it's on.
HBO or something like that. Netflix if it comes out.
It has, the woman from The Mummy in it as one of the characters.
She's in 2 scenes though on the trailer. She could be in there for maybe 15 minutes and that's it.
Could be.
Could be. But, yeah, I'm excited for her. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with her. But, yeah, overall, not much in July, but just enough. Just enough.
What is there is pretty. It looks...
Yeah.
Those 3 especially. Spider-Man,
Dunkirk,
and
War for the Planet.
Yeah, War for Planet of the Apes. Those 3 are, at least for me, are big.
Yeah,
and I've been looking forward to them all year. So... I'm good with July. I don't need 6 big movies coming out that I want to go see. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
How much longer can you guys delay?
Yeah.
Well.
We can't delay forever, Jordan. We must eventually talk about this.
Okay, hold on. Can we go into one more topic really quick, okay, just to push it off a little? I know you guys are probably going to do this in RedTube chatter, but I just want to touch on the change of directors.
Oh, for Han Solo movie?
For the Han Solo movie. It's the original 2 got fired, and Ron Howard was brought in to replace them. Thank the Lord above. Because it sounds like the movie would have been total crap if they let those the 2 that they fired, get their way.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get when you choose the guys who their whole careers have been, their whole repertoire is Batman Lego Movie and 21 Jump Street. I don't know what they were.
That was their
resume.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking hiring those 2 guys, because that 21 Jump Street garbage is what it is. Garbage.
Yeah.
It might be good for what it is, but you can't use that kind of directing to direct a Star Wars film. It's not going to work.
No, it doesn't belong in Star
You
Wars.
can't do parody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all they know how to do.
Yeah, 21 Jump Street. I've watched that movie, and, you know, if you're into it, I can see it, because, like, you know, if you're into that kind of comedy, this would be just, like, a blast for you. Personally, I'm not. I thought, you know, it was actually pretty well directed and everything. And Batman Lego movie, I hear a whole bunch of good things about that movie. Yeah, but it's not Star Wars.
No,
it's not Han Solo.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just bring in two comedy directors to take over a Star Wars film, you know?
Right. Well, and like you said, they might be really good at what they do, which is comedy, but that doesn't belong in Star Wars. You have funny moments in Star Wars, but it's smart comedy. It's not just stupid. And I'm sorry if you like stupid comedies. It's not just mind-numbing, like Michael Bay. Not that style of comedy.
We didn't chuckle once in that movie.
I laughed once, and I can't even remember why. Like, what was it? I'm gonna have to see if I can remember. It might have been something Anthony Hopkins did. I don't remember.
But I agree. I'm looking forward to Ron Howard. I'm wondering how much reshoots he's gonna have to do, because they were almost 2/3 of the way through the movie.
Well, and you said they had to bring in acting coaches,
Acting coaches for the main actors, so that's never a good sign.
That is not a good sign.
I don't want another Hayden Christensen situation on our hands.
Yeah. We'll delve more into that into Red 2 Chatter, which we're also going to be recording today.
But it is movie news, so I wanted to touch on
it
here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but if you guys want to learn more about that, please go subscribe and check out our other channel, Red 2 Chatter. I do it with Ryan and our other brother Jay. He's been a guest a few times on this show. And we basically talk about everything Star Wars and news, toys, comic books, movies, and games. And it's a great time. We have a lot of fun over there. But yeah, just go check that out.
Okay, now you guys need to do the review of this movie.
Okay, so
what is it? Okay. Transformers: The Last Night.
Last Night.
Once again.
And here we go.
Spoilers from the beginning.
Because
if you care,
honestly,
get off.
No, if you care, don't even watch this show. Okay? Don't even. Okay.
That's probably true though, because we're gonna piss you off.
We're gonna piss you off majorly. This movie was basically the exact same thing that we've gotten in the last 4 freaking piece of crap movies, and
worse.
Only like 10 times worse. I don't know how they could sink any lower on the spectrum, but they did. Like it went from being, you know, kind of like dark gray area to like darker gray, and now it's like a void so black that you can't even see it type of like deal. And it is so bad. There was only 2 guys in the theater who I think were enjoying themselves.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, mind you, we went to go see this on a Tuesday, so there wasn't that many people, but, like, some of those people, you could just tell they didn't want to be there.
Well, some of them were there with kids.
Yeah. I feel sorry for those parents.
Right.
In fact, if I was a parent, I'd be like, no, you ain't seeing that movie.
Right, yeah, there's
You're
no
not
way.
seeing that
I'd
movie.
be ashamed to...
You go get your own money, your own job, and you go see that movie.
I'd be ashamed to encourage my kid to watch that movie by taking them. I'd be like, no.
No, we did joke. Like, I was joking at first when I said, like, oh, we should put on paper bags over our heads where we're... No, I legitimately think, after seeing this movie, we should have put on paper bags over our heads.
I felt like that walking into the theater. I was like, oh my gosh, don't look too close at our tickets, please. I wanted a paper bag on over my head.
Everything was setting up.
That's how embarrassed I was to walk into that theater.
Because, like, we got the theater number 6. The devil's number.
Down goes the devil's number.
As I'm walking away. I hope that guy who worked at the theater heard me and got a good laugh from that, because, like, it was,
He's probably wondering, what the hell are you going to watch a movie that you don't want to see? Like, why?
It's because we do this show. It's for, like,
Damn show.
Yeah.
You're doing a public service by watching the garbage and letting people know about it.
Yeah.
To not waste their time and money on it.
Yeah, but anyway, the movie starts off, it's like, what, like 3 years after?
No, the very beginning of the movie is back in, like, the medieval period.
Oh, yeah.
With King Arthur.
King Arthur, and it turns out that Merlin found the Transformers. He was the first human to make contact with the Transformers, and they gave him this magical staff, right? And only him and his lineage can use this staff.
And he was like a complete and total drunk, which was there's like
and ladies' man too.
Yeah, there's like an entire scene of him. He says something like "I'm snozzled" or I'm drunk, basically is what he says, and then he drinks like an entire bottle of liquor, and I think it was supposed to be funny. Dead silence. Just nothing
you just
in that
hear
theater.
his gulping.
Yeah, that was it. Like,
and like he
what?
takes like for some reason the camera holds on him for like a good 5 seconds of him just drinking this bottle.
Yeah, just guzzling this liquor, and that is on par with almost every joke in the movie.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's what
like
you can expect.
They leave silences for the laughs.
They
And
do.
there were definitely silences. There were lots of
silences.
like,
Maybe a couple chuckles here and there. Maybe.
Maybe. Well, I mostly laughed at the people getting blown up and, like, ragdolling. Like, that's what I was laughing at most of the time. And
or, like, Optimus Prime's awkward. I don't even remember what he said now. He said something.
No, it's when, at the very end. So, it turns out that this one, like, the main woman chick is actually a descendant of Merlin. And that she can wield the staff. So she grabs the staff from freaking Unicron.
She never does anything with it.
Yeah, and she's just holding it, and like, there's apparently like these 12 guardians of Cybertron that crashed down in King Arthur times, and they're like,
oh my god,
and they come down, and they're basically like the protectors of the staff, and they're like trying to fight off, and then Optimus Prime, with his purple eyes, comes in and just, like, instantly kills the two of them. And he comes in and he's like, I'm Optimus Prime, and I'm here for that staff.
That's what it was.
And it was the stupidest thing ever.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Like, you have just terrible written dialogue. You have some of the... It turns out, also, that Marky Mark's character has the qualities of a knight. So therefore, this ancient relic calls to him now, and now he uses the sword of King Arthur,
right,
or some bullcrap.
Yeah, the thing crawling around on his body the whole movie turns out to be some sort of thing that somehow makes matter and turns into the sword of Excalibur, which he uses once, and then in the next scene, it's not even in his hand. It's like, where the hell did the sword go?
Can we mention the freaking Nazi scene?
Oh my god!
That had no bearing on the plot whatsoever.
Had nothing to do with anything.
It just said, like, oh, that's Bumblebee. He used to fight in World War II.
Yeah, apparently Bumblebee fought in World War II.
Wait a minute. Bumblebee came down
in the first
movie,
right?
From Cybertron. How in the hell was he on Earth to fight against the Nazis? Where do you get this crap? How do you make this stuff up? Who's writing this?
Literally, it's just like...
How does it get made?
It's literally a 1-minute scene of him blowing up Nazis, and then it's never mentioned again. In the whole movie.
No, in the whole movie. It's like, what the hell was the point of that? And yeah, it completely ignores everything in the first movie. How they came down, and it's like...
Like, there's this one character that shows up for, like, one scene in the beginning. He's called, like, Day Trader. He's like this big fat dude, and he like has a whole bunch. He's like a transformer with a whole bunch of junk on him.
Oh yeah, and you never see that guy again.
And he drops Starscream's head, and then like he just leaves, and you never see him again.
Right? Yeah, he never shows back up.
He's just
like,
some random like ball of junk, and he's like, "What was your point in the movie?" That's when this movie made me brain dead. To be honest, was that scene with him. Where he just, like, comes rolling out of nowhere. They're like, hey, Day Trader, what's up? He, like, drops a few stuff, and then he, like, leaves. that was when my brain officially imploded upon itself, and I finally died.
My brain started a slow death from from the Merlin stuff onward. It's like, oh my god.
And then there's a part where, okay, so basically Optimus Prime is possessed by this, like the creator of Cybertron. She's like this, like, floating, like, goddess thing.
Yeah.
And she's possessing him to go down and destroy Earth, which actually, Earth is actually not Earth, it's Unicron. You know, the World Eater.
Yeah, apparently Earth is
Is
Unicron.
Unicron the World Eater?
Apparently.
And
has been.
Like, and has been for the whole time.
Somehow.
And who created him? I don't know. But, so, she wants Unicron destroyed. So basically that means the Earth is destroyed. So that Cybertron can use his power to rebuild itself yet again. And then the ancient prophecy will come true. Or some bullcrap. And then she possesses Optimus Prime to go fight for her, to go get the staff, to freaking rebuild Cybertron. And destroy the Earth. And I completely lost my train of thought.
That's what happens with this movie.
I'm describing... What was I gonna say? Oh, no, okay. That's right. And then there's, like, this big, huge fight scene between him and Bumblebee at the very end of the movie. And, like, they're, like, hitting each other, and then finally Optimus Prime, like, pins him down to the ground, and he's about to kill him.
Okay, wait, hold on, before you go there, okay, and just, there's no good way to tell you what happened in this movie, because it was a mess, like this.
That's why we're hopping everywhere, is because this movie hops everywhere.
It does, and there's a scene, so just to set up for what Dallin's about to say, where Marky Mark is trying to fix Bumblebee's freaking voice, because they haven't been able to figure that out for 4 movies now. So he's trying to fix
5 movies.
5 movies, yeah. Trying to fix his voice, doesn't work. He has to go back to his radio voice. Go down.
Okay, the best thing about that scene, though, was that I thought they were going to keep it, and I was getting really excited, because he gets that one little, you know, when you...
That was the one funny part.
Yeah. When he types in, like, when you type something in, and then the female robotic voice says it out.
Like Siri or whatever.
Yeah, like Siri. He gets that voice. And I'm like, oh, please keep this. This would be like comedy gold if you just keep his voice like that throughout the whole movie.
But he rips it off.
Like 10 seconds later. So it doesn't matter.
But that sets up for the nonsense that Dallin's going to go into.
So, he talks with the radio voice throughout the whole movie. It's been proven that they can't fix it. Optimus Prime, like, pins him down, is about to kill him with this sword. And then he suddenly says, it's me, Bumblebee. Your old friend, Optimus Prime! And then Optimus Prime, his eyes instantly go from purple to back to blue. Like, no like, little hesitation, no battle from within. He just goes, Bumblebee, my friend!
And somehow, Bumblebee gets his voice back.
And then he goes back to speaking in radio tone during the fight scene, and then he goes back to speaking in regular tone at the very end.
At the end, it's like, what the hell is wrong with this movie?
And then there's a part where all 12 of the guys are about to chop off Optimus Prime's head because they're mad at him for losing the staff and for attacking them. So they're about to, like, kill him, and the thing, like, creates King Arthur's sword in his hand. He blocks the sword that's about to come down on Optimus Prime's neck, and then he, like, does this raving speech towards all of them, and they instantly turn sides and decide to work for Optimus.
They, like, salute him because he has the sword, or something, I think.
And then Optimus Prime is all doubting himself, and then, like, literally Mark says, like, a paragraph, and then he's back up and ready to fight again. Right, he
gives him a little pep talk, and he's like, okay, I got this. I'm Optimus Prime, which he says a grand total of, 3 times, I think?
No, he goes in at the final battle scene to that, like, Minotaur-looking dude, and he's like, don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
And then he, like, chops off all of their heads, and he goes, Optimus Prime. And, like, Jordan and I were just sitting there like, good for you, man.
Well, and he said that, like, half an hour ago. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
The editing.
Okay. The science. Okay. The lack. the lack of science. Okay, so they have to go, for some stupid reason, have to go in a submarine 800 meters down below, under the ocean, into the ocean, to find the freaking staff. Yeah. Because it's in an alien ship that is sunk down in the ocean. They have to go find it. Well, within a few hours, they go from there back up to the surface within, because the ship starts taking off, within a few minutes, right? You're dead. You're dead because you didn't come up slowly because your body can't take that change in pressure. But then, you know what else they do? The ship starts going up into the air. And it's starting to rise up into the air. And I'm like, you're definitely dead now. Oh, no. It gets better than that. After that, they go 20,000 feet up into the air to fight on Cybertron itself. I'm just like, you're dead. Your lungs can't take that. Do you not understand? And then no one involved in that movie understood the physics of the human body.
They have the audacity, too, to have a character in the movie who's like, I don't believe in magic, blah, blah, blah. We have to talk about physics.
Yeah, and science.
I'm gonna solve this problem with physics. I'm like, Michael Bay, don't even talk about physics if you don't understand it yourself, you idiot.
Well, it's common knowledge, right? You can't go scuba, you can't go deep sea diving and then get in a plane, even within a 24-hour period, let alone within a couple hours go from 800 meters below sea level to 20,000 feet up into the air. You can't do it. You are dead. Okay. And it drove me nuts. I was like, oh my gosh.
So, my biggest problem with this movie, not the plot, not the stupid characters, not the terribly written dialogue.
Ugh.
It was the screen. I could not handle the screen. Every other shot. Did you notice this? Every other shot, black bars. No black bars. Black bars.
I did
notice
that. No
black bars. Black bars. No black bars. Like, every single shot. It was like someone had scissors on the side of the freaking thing and we're just going like, oh. It was the dumbest thing ever. Like, they kept on using different cameras, but they didn't understand how to format cameras to make them look the same. So they just ended up looking just terrible. Like, it was obviously shot on this camera, and then this shot was obviously shot on this camera.
And they couldn't meld them together.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out, they didn't have the editing capacity to freaking figure out how to change how cameras look.
Well, okay, so back to what you were going to go through at the beginning of the movie. I like these kids, right? Okay, and there's no continuity in this movie whatsoever. No. And there's no flow. They're in one spot, and then they're all of a sudden in another spot.
That's just indicative of the series.
Yeah.
If you watch any of them, they're like, it's terrible.
Oh, yeah, continuity
that's what makes it almost unwatchable.
Yeah. Because, one shot, someone will be standing, and then the next shot, they'll be sitting, and then they'll be standing again, and then they'll be sitting, and then they'll be lying down.
Marky Mark has Excalibur, and he's holding it up, and he's all proud of it, and then the next shot, it's gone. Or, in the very beginning...
And then he never uses it again?
He never uses it again, yeah. And in the very beginning, the kids are, they walk up to the fence, and it's, restricted alien area, and you're not supposed to go past that fence. Well, they're standing at the fence, and they're like, I'm going to go in there anyway. And then it doesn't show them climbing the fence, doesn't show them crossing the field. All of a sudden, they're in this stadium. This big old wrecked stadium, and they're looking around, and they're like, I'm gonna get a souvenir. And then, next shot, they're in a street somewhere.
Climbing on top of the spaceship.
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Why? Oh my gosh. It's so bad.
There's only, 3 times that Transformers fight each other in this entire movie.
Yeah.
3 times. There's the fight between Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. There's the fight there's the big war between them at the very end. And then there's this biggest insult ever. They built, so basically Megatron comes, right? He's like, I want to get my buddies out of this containment place.
Tell them why, though. Tell them the logic behind Megatron being there.
Megatron wants to go find the surviving Autobots because it turns out the Autobots are illegal. Transformers are illegal.
Yes, they've been
in all of the world.
On planet Earth.
On planet Earth. They've made them illegal. So now, basically, the government has set up this thing called the TFR or or something like that.
Yeah.
That where basically they go out and they find Transformers and they kill them. Like, that's their whole job. They're this military,
organization.
Group. Yeah, this military force. And they're basically hunting down Marky Mark because he saves Transformers and he tries to fix them and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a sympathizer.
Yeah, and so what Megatron wants to do is that he wants to team up with the TFR to go find Marky Mark and the surviving Autobots and kill them. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, Optimus Prime is floating around in space going towards Cybertron. And, like, no one knows where he is, but he's in space going towards Cybertron.
Okay, no, you're missing the best part, though.
Was that at the end of the fourth movie when he was in space, or was it just?
I
They
don't
didn't explain
remember.
how he got into space.
No, he was just floating around
No, he's just
in space.
floating around in space.
In the beginning of
But
this movie.
I'm glad I didn't go
Wait,
watch this
what,
movie.
You
what was the worst?
The best thing about Megatron being involved at all is that the freaking TFR makes a deal with him
Why
to
would
go
they just destroy him? He's
right?
a freaking
Exactly.
He's what they're after.
Exactly. But no, Megatron apparently is
A smooth talker.
something. He's like got Jedi mind powers, that dude does, because they want him to help track down the freaking Autobots and Marky Mark, and so that they can kill him. But for some reason, Megatron's totally cool. Like, we'll work with this guy. What the hell?
And what they do is, like, Megatron is like, okay, if we're gonna make this deal, I want some of my guys, some of my Decepticons out of, like, the Slammer.
We're a bunch of imbeciles.
Well,
I don't know
why-
why he
Why
cares.
are they even in the
I
Slammer
know!
if they're illegal and they just kill them all?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point of keeping them locked up?
Exactly. Like, and one did, like, a bank heist. Because, okay, so
What
Jordan...
the heck did they need money for?
Yeah, I know.
What do Transformers need money for?
This is something that actually happened. This is something that Jordan didn't see, because she was out of the... She was out in the bathroom.
Out enjoying the fact that my stomach was having digestive issues. That was more enjoyable than being in that theater.
Oh, man.
So, what they do is like, okay, I want some of my men free. I want some of my Decepticons free. He gets this one idiot named Mohawk, who's like, basically like a 6'4" robot, like Decepticon, who's like green and has a mohawk, and he's like a gangster. But he doesn't really like, he doesn't do anything.
No,
Like,
he
he
doesn't
never-
do anything.
yeah.
He gets his head blown off.
And then you have like this other dude who did a bank heist. He like crashes into the bank, and then he's like, open up the safe, and they open up the safe, and then he blows up all the money, and then he like kills everybody inside. Why? Like, why? Then there's like, he's like, I want Berserker. Berserker's this dude who they have like all chained up like Hannibal Lecter. And he's like, I want to eat your brains. And they're like, no, we're not letting him free. And then Megatron's like, oh, okay. Let's just pick someone else. And then they pick up this one dude who's like this military expert. Now, this guy I actually thought was kind of going to be kind of a cool villain, because he's like this awesome, like, you know, I don't even remember what his name is, but like, you know, the militarized guy on the Autobot side? He's in Age of Extinction. He's got like the beard and he's smoking the...
Is that Hound?
Yeah, I'm guessing Hound, yeah. It's probably Hound. But yeah, he looks like a opposite of Hound. He's like this, like really, like, just, like, war-hungry dude. I'm like, that actually kind of looks like a cool villain. And they go out, they try to find him. You get, like, this, basically, like, one of the 5 car chases in this freaking movie. There are so many car chases in this movie, it's ridiculous. And so... They all come into this, like, kind of like this western showdown out in the middle of this, like, small town.
And is this after they were chasing each other through, like, a giant city? I mean, have you ever watched any of these?
That does happen. That does happen.
The chase scenes, though, so,
Yes.
like, all of a sudden you're here, and all of a sudden you're like, this isn't even the same place, and you're just, like, 5 miles, and it's, like, a totally different...
Well, that happens when they go up to Anthony Hopkins' castle, right? Because they fly right over the White Cliffs of Dover. And the alien even says, the Cliffs of Dover, for some stupid reason. Like, us Americans don't know what the frickin' Cliffs of Dover are. But it goes there and it shows this castle, right? Like, just a little ways off from the Cliffs of Dover. Next time you see the castle, it's surrounded by these rolling hills and woodlands.
Trees,
There's no sign of the frickin' cliffs.
And if you've ever seen the White Cliffs of Dover, There are no trees.
No trees. None.
None.
I'm just sitting here like, that's
It's
not
rolling.
the same castle.
But it's
Oh.
like these bad guys get their own like title cards with their names and everything, like it's freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, and they
broke them up.
die. They die in like 2 minutes.
And Megatron's like, retreat. Yeah, after like 2 minutes, and he just leaves.
What's funny is you guys have been talking for quite a while about this, and you just now barely mentioned Anthony Hopkins. What the hell's his character even do?
He's a wiki.
Apparently some ancient order, like, tasked with guarding the secrets of the Transformers or whatever. That's his purpose.
Yeah.
And he,
How's that possible when they weren't discovered until, the Witwicky in the first movie discovered Megatron down there in the frozen ices, and that's like...
And also,
This is the dumbest
he
thing
has a
I've ever heard of.
mechanical watch that killed Hitler.
Yeah, it's like a little tiny transformer that's chained up in this case, and he's like, yeah.
And it killed Hitler.
And apparently it killed Hitler, and that's the reason Hitler died, is because that little watch killed him.
And then he has a cane that turns into an SMG. Like, that he shoots at Megatron, and then Megatron blows him up at the end.
I don't know how they got Anthony Hopkins to sign on for it. I'm like, dude, you
Lots of money. It's gotta be.
And then he has this butler, transformer.
He looks like C-3PO.
He's basically C-3PO with
With the
split
personality,
split
problem.
personality disorder, and he's like the dumbest character I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's like one of the worst characters in this entire movie.
I'm just wondering how do you as a legitimate actor like Mark Wahlberg is, how do you go out and promote a piece of turd movie like that?
I don't know.
And try to encourage people to go see it.
I don't know.
I couldn't do that.
No.
with a
What were
good
you
conscience.
doing, Anthony Hopkins?
Right, or Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, you guys are both decent actors. What on earth are you doing in that movie?
Also, whoever
You
played
can't
as
tell me that they sit there and go, this is one of my best acting jobs I've ever done. It's got to be just for the paycheck, and that's kind of sad because Mark Wahlberg doesn't need the money.
No.
Hugo Weaving as freaking
I would quit.
Megatron.
I would have quit if it was this bad.
Hugo Weaving as Megatron, like, why? What do you, like, Hugo, why? Why would you...
Right, you're better than that, too.
Elrond, why? Like, you know?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
is that who does Megatron's voice? Is the guy that played
Elrond.
Elrond?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get, like we've been talking for a half an hour, and I bet you anything, you can't piece together a plot for what we've been saying.
Yeah.
Because
If you notice there's no plot in, and how we keep jumping around,
Except for
that's the movie.
Cybertron's trying to kill friggin'
Unicron.
But you get so much other crap piled in there that it's like...
Which, of course, they never do, so you know Unicron's going to be the main villain of the next movie.
They're going to make another... People,
Oh, yeah.
Don't go watch these movies.
There was
Stop
kind of
watching this crap.
It's not even a post-credit scene. It was a during-credit scene, so you couldn't leave.
Exactly, yeah.
So, like...
Well, you could.
Well, you could, but, like, we're like, why? So, like, it's like this woman in, like, blue, and it turns out that, like, Unicron's little spikes have been coming out of the ground in, like, all these areas, and they're, like, growing, like, 3 meters a day, or whatever.
Something like that.
And like, this woman is, like, all, like, she's, like, wearing blue, she's, like, Korean, or I don't know what race she is, but she's, like, and she's going out, and she's like, he doesn't like it when you touch him like that. Like, because they've been studying the spikes coming out of the ground, and he's like, what? He's like, Unicron. I know how to kill him.
Because that guy wasn't going up to Unicron. He was walking right up to her. And he's just like, I wouldn't do that. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean you wouldn't do what? He wasn't going to touch the freaking thing. He was talking to you, stupid.
Yeah, they can't even get the post-credit friggin' scene
No.
to be good. How do you... I just don't know how does who makes this crap? I mean, who's the studio? Is this Sony?
No, it's Paramount.
That's
Paramount?
right, it is
Oh,
Paramount.
Christmas.
Yeah.
It's Paramount.
I don't know. Like, it's just... the only props I will give are just to the freaking score composer. I don't know how you worked with that crap fest.
I don't know who you are, man.
Right, I don't know who you are, but, I mean, kudos to you for, trying, because that was the only
good thing about
good thing was the score, was the music. I liked the music. That's it. That's all. And a lot of it was recycled from the first movie. Like, like Optimus Prime's theme is
And
the
also,
same from the first movie.
Not to mention how much Star Wars copy and pasting there was in this movie.
Right? There was a lot.
Those little drones look like TIE fighters. And then
The girl, and the girl character, whatever her name is, can understand the droids.
Isabella with a Z, one of the
Isabella
dumbest.
With a Z. Whatever. Like, why do I care how your name is spelled? But yeah, her, the one you see in the trailers, she can speak to this little blue robot, but all it can do is
rolls
beat
around
batter.
on a wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, and it rolls around on a wheel, and all it does is beat batter.
And she understands what it says.
Trying to grab that freaking Star Wars women fandom that The Force Awakens.
Even though the two female characters in this movie do absolutely nothing, but then again, neither does
one of them holds the
Mark
staff.
Wahlberg.
She holds the staff. That's it.
And then Optimus Prime promptly takes it away from her, and then puts it on Cybertron.
Right, and then she goes and grabs it out of Cybertron. That's all. Like, she doesn't do anything with it. She doesn't. Apparently, she's the only one who can wield the staff, but she doesn't ever wield the staff.
Yeah, I was expecting shooting some lasers at it, but I guess I got my hopes up too high.
Yes, our expectations are too high. But Marky Mark didn't do anything either.
He just blocked a sword, and then that was it.
The sword came.
They built up these relics so much, and they don't do anything with them.
Okay, so it sounds like Michael Bay once again has destroyed one of my childhood memories of watching Transformers and loving the cartoon. That's the main reason I'm here, because I'm here to rant about...
Let Ryan go for a minute.
Why this guy sucks, and he's quit making movies. He's ruined my childhood, because he's been... For some reason, I don't know how he got the job in the first place.
No.
Because he's never really made anything that was all that great. But oh man, it's just frustrating, because if you grew up in the 80s, you've watched... you were mainly boys in the 80s, and this was like one of your childhood memories, was watching Transformers and how great it was, Saturday morning cartoons. And it's just, oh yeah. And then when the first movie came out, I was like, alright, Transformers, they finally go, alright, I'm going to watch this. And, it was so disappointing, because the first problem I had with it, none of the cars were the right cars.
Yeah.
The Optimus Prime, we're going to make him, a semi, but he's not a flat-nosed semi like he was in the cartoon. I don't understand why you couldn't just follow what the cartoon did. And then, of course, Megatron's got to be some outer space ship thing or whatever instead of a gun.
Right.
Oh, because guns are bad, so we can't do that. Hollywood. Jeez. And then it was just the disconjointed storyline after that.
Right.
Where it's just like this kid, Wiki, and oh my god. And then, of course, Shia LaBeouf, who sucks, was in this movie. And then Megan Fox was in it, and she sucks. Can't act worth a darn. And it's just, oh, yeah, it's just... And then you think it can't get any worse. The movie, ends, and they make a second movie. And it just gets worse.
Yeah.
And worse. The third movie, even worse. I mean, how can you possibly get worse? but then they make the third movie, and it sucks. And then you make a fourth movie, and it's even worse than the first three. And then you guys are talking about this one, and this just sounds like it got even worse. I mean, I don't know how you justify this crap.
I don't know.
I don't know how anybody justifies going to these things. I mean, besides you guys who were going to go because you wanted to do a review of it.
Right.
Those are the only people who should be in the theater.
Yeah, bunch of critics.
And people that, my kids want to go see it. Man, take your kids outside and play ball or something.
Right.
Do something more constructive, because you're just killing brain cells going to these movies.
Oh, you are.
There's some Marvel movies out there.
Well, you can go find the cartoons.
There's other things out there besides these movies. Oh, my kids love them. Quit taking them to these movies, because then they'll quit making them.
Right.
And quit ruining my childhood. Because every time I see this crap, it just takes a little bit of... And I understand, if I've gone back and I've watched the cartoons, and now as an adult, and the cartoons are really not all that good. But my memories of them as a child, they were the greatest. I couldn't wait to watch Transformers. And I understand, I've watched them now as an adult, and they don't make sense. And they're really not all that great of cartoons. But, it's still... and Michael Bay, I have a problem with this guy. The only good thing he's made 2 movies that I think are decent movies, and that's The Rock with Sean Connery and
back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s, Sean Connery and what's his name?
I remember Sean Connery all the time.
Whatever. Sean Connery and the other guy. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah.
And then the other movie, in my opinion, was 13 Hours in Benghazi.
Oh, yeah.
Which is just a good true story. But he has ruined friggin' Transformers. And the guy has ruined Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, another one of my beloved cartoons I loved in the...
And that one is good.
And that cartoon is a good cartoon. But, oh my god, the guy, he just takes everything that was... He's taken everything that was those, like, you know, what made those cartoons what they were, and just thrown out all of the tradition of those and just made this garbage.
Right.
And it just pisses me off every time I watch them. It just drives me nuts. With Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, why did you have to change the backstory of how they became, how Splinter learned how to do ninjutsu and all the other, you know, how to do martial arts? How come it had to be, I read it from a book and then I taught these guys? And how come the freaking turtles had to be April O'Neil's pets when she was a kid? Why do you have to do that and just destroy the whole backstory?
Yeah.
The backstory was already fine. I'd rather watch the guys in the rubber suits from the 1980s
That's
or
still
90s.
A great movie.
90s. Yeah, those movies. If you're going to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, go back and watch those movies. Even the second movie with Vanilla Ice in it.
Even the third
way
movie.
better than the ones that they've made recently. And if you really want to watch a good one, in my opinion, go watch TMNT, which is the cartoon version, even though it doesn't have anything to do really with Shredder or any of that kind of plot. Go watch that.
It's a great original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story.
It's a really great movie.
It's a good movie.
And it never went any further, and I was so sad about that.
Now,
but quit watching Michael Bay movies. Maybe they'll quit freaking hiring this fool to make movies. Because I am sick and tired. This is jokingly, but I've joked. I joked in the theater when we went and saw Wonder Woman, which is a great movie, and we saw the commercials for the last night, and this is all jokingly. I jokingly said, "Could somebody stab Michael Bay's eyeballs out so he can't direct anymore because he's killing my childhood and it's pissing me off." And and whoever wrote this crap, these movies. Those people need...
Your fingers need to be taken.
cut their tongues out so they can't, dictate to somebody how it should... You know, they can't use that dragon, so they can't, talk to the... And cut their hands off so they can't type. Because these people are terrible writers. And whoever edits this crap... I don't know. Whoever... If you even just go read the credits, whoever's associated with this nonsense... These people just need to quit making films.
Yes. Except for maybe
they need to not be allowed to make films. Go, it's time to become a garbage man or something else. It's time to go. It's time to go into I don't know, business.
Yeah.
It's time to go mop floors as a janitor. It's time to do something else because you guys suck at what you do now, and you don't need to be associated with films ever again. I'm sick and tired of you dumbasses.
Okay, so.
And Mark Wahlberg, man, quit making these damn films.
Yes, please.
Please, you're killing your reputation, in my opinion, by making this garbage.
Yeah.
Right, because he's a good actor.
Yes, he's a great actor. He's one of my favorite actors. I mean, he's done some stuff that some of his movies are really, really good. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, oh man, could just cut ties.
Yes,
cut ties with this franchise because you're making me mad. and I'm a Mark Wahlberg fan. I like Mark. And I like Anthony Hopkins. He's done some great movies.
Oh yeah, Anthony Hopkins is
anybody out there,
amazing actor.
Any good actors out there, if they come to you, say no.
Yes, please. Just on moral grounds.
Now, mind you,
self-respect.
I grew up with Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too. A different kind. They were different shows, but I still grew up with them. I grew up with, I I think it was just called The Transformers, and that one, I love that show. It was a great show, and it came on, like, in early 2000s, and same with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I grew up with. That was a lot darker than the 80s version, and I love those shows. I even still watch the 2002 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show to this day online. Like, and I really want to get the box sets, but they're freaking hard to find. And yeah, he's ruining my childhood too. And it's just like there is
It's my phone.
There is some cartoons out today. Like I think the most recent one of Transformers was Transformers Prime. It was a 3D animated show, and that one is apparently really good. I haven't watched it, but apparently it's really good. And the new 3D animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one is apparently really good as well. And just like if your kids want to watch them, go have them watch the cartoons.
Okay.
Go have them watch the shows.
Here's what I will say about this, though. If Michael Bay keeps making Transformers and keeps making Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, at the very least, the little tiny silver lining is that he probably won't have time to try to ruin anything else.
Well, in my opinion, this is a franchise that's in desperate need of a reboot and start over from scratch.
Start over with someone else.
Someone else that's competent.
Same with
if you could get yourself somebody like who did Star Trek, J.J. Abrams. If you could get J.J. Abrams to do a Transformers movie, I bet it would be a great movie.
It would be,
and it would just kill these movies.
Oh yeah.
It would be that's my hope, is that eventually somebody, Paramount, you fools. I don't care if you're making a bunch of money in China off these films.
They're bad movies.
They're just bad movies.
Well, like you said, just release them in China. If you make so much money off of them, stop releasing them in the U.S. because you're getting nothing.
Well, I'm hoping that the U.S. people just. You saw the interview with Michael Bay. He's like, there was an interview not too long ago where he basically, the gist of the interview was, I can keep. People don't. They've looked at what they've seen so far, and they don't like it, and they think it doesn't look good. He's basically said, I can make a piece of garbage that's Transformers, and you're gonna show up and watch it anyway.
Right.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and
that was the gist of the thing. It was like, it might be crap, but you're gonna come and watch that crap anyway. Because you guys are too, the American population's so dumb and programmed that they have to watch it.
Yeah, and I said
because it says Transformers.
I said after I watched this movie, once we were walking out of the theater, I'm like, yep, I'm boycotting this series.
Well, and I didn't want to go see this one, but Dallin convinced me. He's like, we've got to do a review. So I was like, all right, fine.
I said,
I was going to go with them, and I'm glad I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't either. You would have been having a conniption over there in one of the seats with Dallin. Dallin flopped around so much. He's like, just throwing a little silent
temper tantrums.
Yeah, basically.
That's what I would have been doing. I would have been like, what kind of crap is this? I would have been outspoken. I would have been like talking through the whole movie, and people would have pissed at me in the theater. Oh my god! Bumblebee can't be fighting the damn Nazis. He wasn't even on Earth yet. What is this? That's what I would have been doing.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole movie. And that would have been loud. And it would have been obnoxious. And people probably would have complained. And I probably got thrown out of the theater.
Well, the thing is, I was like, look, the reason why I want to go see this movie is because it's coming out. And we just started Spiels to Reels. And it would be a good review to show, what we think of really bad movies. It would be, it would show what we do, what we say and do when we see a bad movie. Mm-hmm. I was not expecting it to be that bad. I will admit, I thought it was just going to be the same old schlock. I thought it was going to be Age of Extinction level of bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was expecting it. I was like, okay, I know this is going to be bad going in. I know I'm not expecting anything. I'm just expecting it to be like Age of Extinction, where it was just terrible. It was boring. But, the problem is, even in Age of Extinction, the fight scenes were actually somewhat entertaining.
And there was somewhat of a plot.
Yeah. This
somewhat.
one, our mom went with us, and during one of the car chase scenes, she actually fell asleep.
Oh man.
That's how invested you were in whether or not they got caught.
Yeah,
Like, dude, I don't even care.
Well, I haven't seen the movie. I will eventually, I'm sure, watch this piece of this giant turd. But
comes
just
out on
from what you guys have said and from the trailers that I've seen, I mean, I was just like, this can't be any good. Well, I mean, how in the world can you have them back in the knighthood time? And then in Nazi time, how does nobody ever? How did nobody know about them until they came down to Earth in the first movie? Nobody knew about anything. There was no like fossil. Not I guess it wouldn't be fossils, but there was no
like remains.
Yeah, remains of them that they found or
nothing
writing.
Right.
Somebody would have written about them in the medieval times. Somebody would have written about them during the Nazi time.
Well, no.
It turns out film of them during the Nazi time.
It turns out
gone everywhere.
that what they thought was magic was actually the Transformers technology. That's their excuse.
But
then they also just threw in, hey, King Arthur was real.
Right, yeah.
Instead of it being a myth or a legend.
Right, King Arthur's just all of a sudden real.
Yeah.
But you go into Anthony Hopkins' home, he's like the secret keeper for the Transformers and everything, and he does. He has artwork, and
he's
he
got
has
pictures.
like old war photos that depict the Transformers, and I'm like, so
There's
what?
no way that would have gotten out.
Right? Yeah, you have all of it?
Yeah, exactly. Every piece
Yeah.
of history. And you found it personally. No one else ever found it and talked about it.
And you're telling me that no one comes and visits your castle?
Well, and the people involved,
Ever?
like the humans, because there were humans there with Bumblebee fighting the Nazis, the humans didn't tell their kids. They didn't tell their grandkids. Did they just get offed later to maintain the secrecy?
Not to mention that this movie contradicts Age of Extinction, because in Age of Extinction, they said that they came down in prehistoric times! So, when did they come down? Was it during medieval times? Was it during prehistoric times? Or was it during the first movie? When was the first contact made?
Apparently the Earth has been a transformer this whole freaking time, so...
Well, that was, yeah.
This is
It was the most, it was
It was the most brain-dead movie.
I said Suicide Squad was the worst movie I've ever seen. No.
Second worst.
I'll watch that one 10 times over in one day if there's enough hours in a day. But I would watch that one over and over again before I will ever lay eyes on this piece of shit
Filth.
again.
Wow.
Because it was...
Jordan doesn't cuss very often. She said the S word.
It was...
it's bad.
It was filth.
Horrid.
Like, absolute filth. My cat does, better in her litter box than this movie does.
Yeah. You can go stare at our cat's turds for 2.5 hours and it'd be a better use of your time.
Fossilized.
Yeah, this is a franchise that needs a desperate reboot and quit letting Michael Bay touch anything.
Don't let him touch anything.
This is my rating to this movie. A 0.1 out of 5. This is a 0.1 out of 5. It gets that one little point.
A 10th for
what? It gets that 10th for the score.
Okay. Yep, I agree with that.
It gets that 10th for the score.
0.1 out of 5 for the music.
It's a 0.1 crappy script and horrible editings out of 5.
I mean, all of them. I haven't seen this one, but all the other 4, the editing and the friggin' directing is just terrible.
It's terrible.
I don't know how these people get jobs after this.
I don't know either. And how Michael Bay keeps getting hired.
Michael Bay.
Yeah, Michael Bay. How do you choose this freaking hack for to direct your movie?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? He sucks. Unless he's right, and you all are too stupid and you don't care.
And it's the funny thing is that the critical consensus is that he sucks.
Right. It got, 15% on Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah. 55% out of the audience, though, which is disturbing.
Yeah, that's disturbing that 55% of the audience like that garbage.
But
15%, it's even disturbing that 15% of you idiot critics out there friggin' like this
right,
stuff.
Well, every single, because I follow a lot of reviewers on YouTube, right? And, they've seen this movie, and every single, thumbnail has either them face palming or screaming.
You saw me over here.
Yeah,
The whole time Dallin and I were yelling, Ryan's just got his hands over his face,
and rubbing my head, and just oh my god.
It breaks your brain. It
really
does.
It just, you guys talking about hurts my brain.
Oh yeah. Well, I had to come home and take ibuprofen because I had a headache. It was... Yeah, stop. Anything, no. Just, you know what, Michael Bay? Just keep going with Transformers and keep going with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You lay your grubby little hands on anything else that I care about, I'm going to find some way to ruin your life. I don't know how yet. I will learn some mad hacker skills, and I will come after your sorry ass.
Something.
Come in there and just start deleting all your freaking films.
Yep, everything. I'll take your budget. I will do whatever I have to keep you away from movies.
Budget.
Come in there and hack in and steal all your money for your budget.
Yep.
You can't freaking...
That bank account.
I'll hire Anonymous. Anonymous, do something about this guy. You people are,
crazy.
Go out there. Well, yeah, you people are crazy, but you go out there and try to, right wrongs. Right wrongs? This is a big, massive, fat-ass wrong. I'll fix it.
But one series that we were talking about getting a reboot, this wasn't made by Michael Bay, but G.I. Joe, man.
Oh, yeah, it needs a reboot.
Whoever
made those
reboot
movies
so
is
bad.
terrible, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Another director ruining my childhood.
Yeah, but I don't know who you are who made those G.I. Joe movies, but they were awful.
Oh, all right. I'm done. My brain's done.
Well, that was the whole podcast. We went on for quite a long time there, but
way longer than I thought we could, talking about that garbage.
It was almost a 3-hour movie.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
3 hours of that garbage.
Uh-huh.
How'd you guys sit through that?
I went and
by pure will.
I went and sat in the toilet a couple times. I can't.
It's more enjoyable. That was more enjoyable than watching this movie.
I liked looking at the graffiti on the side of the stalls than watching this.
Yep, going out gave me a break while I sat on the toilet.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
With my stomach not feeling all that great.
Mind you, I never left.
Knocked down and somehow powered through the whole thing. I don't know how.
I'd have been mom.
It broke me though.
I almost fell asleep at the end.
It broke me at the end.
The big epic final climax, and I was sitting there, my eyes were getting heavy. Oh my gosh, I don't know how much more of this I can take.
And that's sad because you guys went in the middle of the day, so it was like late at night.
Oh no, I was well rested. Yeah.
It's just that it kills your brain.
It does.
It kills it.
Well, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this
rant.
That's
all it was.
Yeah, this was a rant, but I hope that it was funny. Hope it was fun for you guys to learn. And also, I hope this is a very good PSA for just everyone out there. If you needed to be actually told that these movies are bad.
Boycott Michael Bay.
Yeah, just boycott him. Boycott, just everything that is these movies. Don't give them any more money.
Don't give Michael Bay, that jackass who called you stupid.
Yeah,
don't give him any more money. Why are you okay with that?
He actually called you stupid.
Yeah, why are you okay with that? You should not be okay with that. You should be completely insulted. Which is why it was extremely difficult for me to go watch this movie, but I did you a favor. You better be grateful.
Okay, well, follow our Facebook page, like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want to. And I'm gonna go take me a nap, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna do something better with my time.
Chatter coming up. What are you talking about?
At least that's gonna be a lighter subject.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
See ya. Bye.